Okay. We have yet another replay analysis for Whale. Again, another 1v1. That was white. And he got the beautiful white apexes on. I didn't notice that. You gotta give them to me for payment for this video. Or all three of these videos. Anyways. As long as you don't hate me afterwards. I'm just trying to help. I just want to make you a good player. Alright. Anyways, let's get rid of that. And see how it goes. And so far, both replays you sent me were you winning. I would definitely recommend seeing a video. Or shit. Maybe when we're playing together, maybe I'll just save one of our replays when it's me, you, and Chris. And I'll analyze all of us. And I'll even go and tell you what I do wrong. So that way you know. Because there's a lot of things I still do wrong. Everybody makes mistakes. It's just the frequency of making them. And the types of mistakes that you make. Anyways, let's get into this. Solid face-off again. See, you're winning 50s off the face-off. Easily. Okay, you got lucky that that went in. And he did not save that. This is ones. And this isn't casual. Don't air roll at all for this. You do not need to. It is useless. You're not changing your touch any. You're doing it to be flashy. The only reason you should use air roll is to get a different touch. You air roll upside down if you want to hit the ball down. If you want to hit it straight down, you hit it with the roof of your car while you're upside down. You hit it with your windshield, or you hit it with your spoiler or your engine on top of the octane. You do not air roll upside down like this. If you would have actually hit this, you probably would have hit this into him. Because see, you're at an angle, you would have hit that ball straight down onto where he's at right now. You probably would have hit that into him and he would have saved it if you hit that like that. Just don't air roll unless you have to. But all in all, you got to face off though. Okay. Good patience right here, knowing he wasn't going to get a hard hit because he's coming from the back side of the ball. But you shouldn't be angling your car to the right here. You see how you're doing that? You see how you're slowly turning towards the ball? You need to slowly be turning towards where you think he's going to hit it at. Because if he actually hits this ball to the corner, you're going to rotate the long way around to the right and up the middle. Or all the way around in a big circle, and he's going to beat you to the next touch and boost and have ball control. And you're going to have no boost and be pushed up too far on his end and probably get beat. But, lucky for you, he misses his touch. Right here. It was good to be close, because you know he wasn't going to hit it hard. But you should have been facing a little bit more left, and your car should be more center. Like, you took a big loop around back here. Like, see this right here? You should have been turning right now. Like to the right. To stay like kind of where you're at right now. Like along the line to the goal post. To the left post. And then once you're angled with the left post going straight towards it. Then you want to start angling slightly to the left once you see him coming at it. Because he might get a touch. So right now you would have been on the copper colored flooring. And angled slightly to the left if he gets the touch. And he doesn't get the touch. And if you were where I told you to be, that's a wide open net. And even still right here, it's a wide open net. It was good patience to wait. But you waited a little too long. You should have been up well as soon as you saw him miss. Actually, to be more specific, I would have right here. Oh, no, not right here. Sorry. Right there, I would have been up. Ready for that ball. As soon as it bounced, I would have been in there. So that way I hit the top half of the ball, keep it low, nice easy goal. Instead you wait just a little too long. And you tried to, like you hit it right at him, like you tried to beat him on a 50. And he got an easy save for it. And now he's got boost. Let's see what you do. Okay, you miss your touch, so you retreat. That's good. Lucky for you. So when you backflipped right here, when the ball's over you, you see how low this ball is? You didn't have to jump at all. It's not even on net. If you actually would have hit that, you would have passed it right back to him. So it's probably better you didn't hit this. But you could tell the ball's not going on net due to where your positioning's at right now. And on top of that, you shouldn't be jumping. You could have easily just cut to the inside of the ball like you did and then just trapped it. Just let it land on you. Let it land on the right half of your car and that ball would have just rolled right up the wall. Instead, you put yourself in a very awkward situation, but you get the clear nonetheless, and he's in your net. Okay, no. I understand you want boost here, but look, you got 52 and he is in your net. You go for ball right here, buddy. If you would have got to that ball a lot faster, instead you looped around to grab the boost. Now he's back already. Look at him. If you would have went beeline for the ball, you would have been supersonic with your boost if you added a flip. I think you would have got supersonic without the flip, but it doesn't matter. You could have been supersonic and got a good hit on that ball well before he got back. And you flipped early. Way too early. You want to contact this ball with your bumper and then flip after. You flip right here as you see the spark. You jump there and you flip here. You flip the second you made contact, which kept the ball flat on the ground and made it really easy for him to save this. If you would have contacted the ball with your nose and then front flipped, you would have got so much more power and it would have went off the ground and probably went bar down on him, and there was no chance he was getting up to save that. But instead, you hit it low and he gets a nice easy save. You want to get those off the ground. Okay. Fortunate for you. Very missed challenge. You had your car in a good spot though. You had the side of your car against the center of the ball. He would have hit that right into you, and you would have won the 50 anyways. Well, lucky for you, you didn't have to worry about none of that because you just missed. Very nice. Easy goals. Good face off again. Just chilling, waiting it out. Nothing wrong with that. Pushing it. Yep, I knew it. Up in the air again. And you got a very poor hit with your tires. Okay, so you shouldn't be going for the air dribble. But since you are, I'm going to help you out. So very, very sloppy. I don't know what your aerial sensitivity is on, but I suggest you might want to lower it a little bit. You see how much you're teeter-tottering? And you couldn't line up properly, and now you're directly under the ball with your nose pointed straight up. Even in the air, unless you want to push this up, which you shouldn't want to, because it needs to go down into the net, you don't want to be under it pushing the bottom of the ball unless you want to dribble it. If you're going for a shot, like this would have been a nice shot if you would have hit the center of the ball while your car's angled going down. You want to be above the ball in this situation. Instead, you're under it and you try to force a hit with your nose into the center of the ball, but you can't because you're so low under the ball, and it hits your tires and the ball goes nowhere and it makes your car bounce backwards. And you had no chance of scoring that. Okay, you're giving him way too much space. You could have challenged him earlier, but I guess there's nothing wrong with waiting him out, knowing he's not going to do nothing. Okay, you got beat right here because of what you did. So you get in this little like freaky pause thing right here, and look, you start backing up. What's he gonna do with that ball? He has no boost, no nothing. So what the hell are you waiting for? Instead, you're backing up, losing all your momentum. Now you're at a complete stop, and you start to move as he does. But now he's just going to beat you to the outside because you're going too slow. You had no momentum. If you would have pushed him instantly, you would have had that. Now look, you're burning up all this boost just for him to flip into this ball and push it all the way down your side because you're not going to catch it. Anyway. And now you take all the boost again. You know he's got nothing. And then you push it to your corner. You should be turning to push it up the field. You know he's got no boost. And you're going off the wall again. And you whiff. You need to stay on the ground, in ones especially. This player is not very good. Sorry to Mads Foldgas, or however you say his name, if he ever sees this video. But he is not a very high-ranked player. He's a very low-ranked player, and you can tell. He's a lot slower, and he can't make the right decision. He is making a shit ton of mistakes. The score should be like honestly, like 8-0 right now for you. But you're making the same amount of mistakes too. You're making offensive and defensive. Lucky he didn't go for the demo there. And yeah, you're just waiting that out to see what happens. You see that a lot in low-level play. And that was a very good touch on net and a very good save. Again, you're just giving him way too much space. He's practically giving you the ball. He doesn't control the ball close to him at all. Like, if you watch him, like, actually, you know what? We're going to swap to him for this. So look, the whole way down the field, look at that. Look at that. You could have took the ball right here. Look at that. He hits the ball way too far away from him. So let's watch this after the save. You rotate around all the way from mid boost and you grab it. You grab the mid boost and I bet you still had ball cam off. Because if you would have turned it on and just slowed down a little bit to get ready to shadow him, you should not be rushing all the way back to take all the boost. He already has no boost because you took mid boost. And if he starts pushing you and you're shadowing him, you'll be able to take the corner boost anyways. So I don't know what you're worried about here. You're taking all the boost down the sideline when he ain't even... He's nowhere near that other boost. That other corner boost in your end shouldn't even be a thing that you should be thinking about grabbing right now. You should be thinking about pressure now that you got 100 boost. Pressure is what wins you games. And you have no pressure. And the fact that you have no pressure and he still made this mistake right here, look how hard he hit that ball. If you would have just gradually slowed down just a little bit after you grabbed that mid boost to get ready to shadow, you could have e-brake, turned, and took this ball off of him and shot it into a wide open net while the ball was right here. The ball would have been right here if you would have did that when you touched it, and you would have had a wide open net to shoot at. Luckily, you do still get the goal. You still do make a good play, a good touch on the aerial. But if he was a better player, and you went all the way down the sideline taking all the boosts like that, he would have just easily cut to the right, grabbed some little welfare boosts on the ground, and put the ball on his car and dribbled you. Because you went all the way down. You gave him all that space. He had all that time to set up. Again, he waited. Look, he passed it right back to him. Luckily, he didn't score on you. Again, if you're playing against any type of talent in this game, if you're playing anything higher than, I don't know if this is platinum, that guy looks like a platinum to me. Maybe even a gold in ones. I don't know. I don't know what you are in ones, but that guy has no talent. He's a newer player. You should be completely dominating this dude. Your mechanics are like 15 times better than this kid. But your decision making is what's making it close. You should be blowing him out right now. Alright, at least you took advantage of that whiff. You got the demo, which is going to lead to this goal. But I'm still calling you out on this air roll again. And that double pop aerial. You want to lean back a little bit before you use your second jump. If you don't, you just do that. And that ain't going to put you nowhere near the ball. And then you air roll upside down. If you touched it, if you would have touched this ball, you would have hit that into his left corner. And you would have not scored. Luckily for you, you didn't touch the ball. And you got the demo. And I know you weren't going for the demo. So don't try that. And now we're going for a ceiling shot. Okay, even though I don't like you going for ceiling shots in ones, I'm gonna see if I can help you improve it. Okay, let's see how this went down. Okay, and you stop boosting. See, you actually got a really, really solid touch. Now you want to slow down. You want to tap your brake once right here. Because that ball is really close to the wall. You know, right here you should be thinking backboard read. Which I'm pretty sure you are thinking. But you want to slow down so you can read that well. Okay. So you're doing all this unnecessary flipping. Like, this ain't doing nothing. This isn't helping you position. And see, now you start boosting because you realize it's to your right. If you would have... What the fuck? Okay. Oh my god, I hate this game when it does this shit. Okay. So, right here you should have realized, because you didn't slow down, you're drifting to the left. You see how you're drifting to the left here? That ball is easily going to go to your right. Because you are drifting to the left more than the ball is. So instead of doing all these flips, you should have already been lined up. You actually already were lined up. Look. Right here. Well, actually, no. You kind of dipped down straight. But if you would have just angled your car to how it is right now, as soon as you dropped off the ceiling, you would have been easily able to get around this ball to put it on net. And you should already know that you got to go to the right because you got to hit the right side of the ball in order to get it on the net. You got to be on the right side of the ball. Instead, you waste it by doing an unnecessary flip and then boosting late. But since you did the flip, you couldn't catch the ball in time. You end up just killing it into his corner. I mean, at least you made contact, but still. Very good defense into the corner. I don't agree with that play though, but no harm came out of it. You got the save. It was a lot harder than it had to be. You shouldn't have took it across your goal. You could have controlled that. And again, way too much space, and he's still making mistakes. Again, a very good touch. He's not very threatening. Like I said, if you're playing a higher skilled player, and again, you go off the wall here. I don't know how this dude hasn't scored on you yet, honestly. And he missed another open net. The game would be tied right now for how many times you've missed air shots that he should have capitalized on. Oh boy. Okay, let's go back. So that's a very good touch to keep pressure in the offensive end. I just want to see how he didn't save this. Oh boy. Like I said, he's a very, very low ranked player. He gets a demo on you, but he's too slow to react to get the save. Very fortunate for you. Why won't it? Oh yeah, you're demoed, that's why. Okay. Back one. 5-0. I recommend next time sending me a replay of you losing. don't know why you're sending me replays of you winning. You're not going to learn as much. I mean, you're still going to learn a lot, because I'm going to pick you apart. So you can be good at this game. Very good. Very patient. Waiting it out. That was a good try. Good effort. Like I said, your mechanics will get better over time. Just worry about your decisions. It was the right decision to take the shot. Okay. So all those other times I told you about giving him space, that's when he's all the way down the field. Right here, you want to go to net. You want to retreat all the way to your goal line in the net. See right here, you turn around. You didn't make it to your net yet. Now he's just going to bounce it over you. This is 90% of the time. I see this a lot. This is a diamond play right here. You sneak out of your net, and you put yourself in a very weird situation. If you would have waited in net, look, this ball would have rolled right to you. If you were far post, what's he going to do? Like, you pressure him at your near post, where you're at right now, as he comes to it. But if you would have been like midway in the net, like in the middle, on the goal line, and just waited, he would have made that touch, and you would have had a nice, easy, controlled clear. Or you could have just dribbled it away and beat him. But instead, you creep out of your net just for him to beat you. And again, fortunately for you, he's not a high-skilled player. You should have been scored on again right there for cheating out. But you weren't punished for it. Because he's not very good. I can't believe he's still in this game. Okay, that was a little celebration at the end, I guess. Alright, that's another replay in the books. I recommend sending me one that you lost next time. But yeah, I hope you watch this and study this. Hope you get a pen and paper. Because I'd like to see you be good and compete with us. And I'd like to see you up in the champ ranks with us. So, me, you, and Chris could be a good team. I'm just trying to coach you.